Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So the World Tournament on JP starts in 2 hours. So I wanted to get some quick videos done before that. I'm going to be experimenting in this World Tournament. I'm definitely not... I would like to rainbow the Trunks, but that's about all I care about, is just getting Trunks rainbowed. I think that's top 2,000 is all I need to get, which is, I mean, child's play. That's not hard at all. I'm going to be testing out link leveling a lot, I think, in this World Tournament, see how effective it's going to be. But... I want to do a quick video talking about the 10 stages for category Super Battle Road that are being added. As of right now, this is only on JP, but I would not be too surprised if these are added fairly soon to Global, within a month's time or so. Kind of the same thing with, like, link levels, right? Like, it was kind of like, oh, okay, this is probably going to come soon to Global, and, you know, 2 weeks later, it basically showed up, right? So let's go through all the different categories and kind of, like, some team builds I'm looking at. We'll start with Reps of Universe 7, which, quite honestly, I think is going to be probably the hardest for most people. Only because, like, if we look at the team I've built here, right? So, like, LRUI Goku, Blue Kaioken Goku, Goku and Vegeta, and then Krillin, like, are, like, brand new summonable units. All 4 of them. So, like, it's a very tall task to ask players to have these units, right? So, I expect this stage will probably be difficult, or this stage will be one that'll give people trouble. I mean, obviously, things like this Blue Vegeta, Android 17, you know, they are going to be very good here. I think even, like, Android 18 could potentially be a solid unit, but the category is quite small, right? If, for whatever chance, you do happen to have the other, the TUR and the SSR of UI Goku, they are quite good, too. If, for whatever reason, you have them. Now, I don't know. I don't think it's probably going to be a good idea to bring the TUR Blue Goku and Vegeta of the LR, only because they both need so many orbs. Like, if, like, if Krillin was, like, a Rainbow Orb Changer, we could do it, but Krillin is not a Rainbow Orb Changer, which is, you know, that would have been just such a good idea for them. Alright, so next, we have Wicked Bloodline. Wicked Bloodline, I could actually potentially see being kind of tough. I mean, I don't know. And another thing, too, about these stages, many of these stages here have enemies where it's kind of like, you know, things are going to be different depending upon what type of enemies we're going to fight. For example, let me switch over to here, and let me pull up this Frieza right here. If you fight Goku Family category enemies, this Frieza is a must use, because he's then guarding, giving all allies key attack and defense. He reduces damage received by 50% when guard is activated. This Frieza just becomes a dominant showstopper of a unit, a must use, and lowers attack. He is, like, literally, if you're fighting Goku Family category enemies, this guy's the MVP. Like, that's how good he is against Goku Family. So, like, that is a huge kind of, like, thing. Like, are we going to be fighting Goku Family category enemies or not? We don't know yet. Also, if we are not, this Frieza probably would be a suitable replacement, because, of course, he is an AoE, he could seal, he could stun, he could do all types of different things. So, like, during this World Tournament, again, I'm probably going to try and work on link levels for a lot of characters. Okay, I actually have worked on this Frieza quite a bit. What about this Frieza down here? Again, I've just been leveling up. The meta, again, what I think is wise for many players to understand is that it's pretty easy to get, like, link levels up to, like, level 5, and then it slows down dramatically to the point where it'll feel like you're wasting your time. So just getting characters up to level 5 is a good start. The only thing is, in particular, for a lot of these Wicked Bloodline units, their effectiveness goes up by 100 times if you get Big Bad Bosses to level 10. Because then Big Bad Bosses at 100% HP, active no matter what, you know, and most of this Wicked Bloodline team is going to have Big Bad Bosses. I mean, that's a really big deal, right? So, I'm probably, during this World Tournament, really going to try and hammer home, like, leveling up a lot of those Wicked Bloodline characters, potentially get Big Bad Bosses and stuff like that. We'll see how good the World Tournament is for leveling that stuff up. Alright, so next is Time Travelers, right? Again, the type of enemies we fight matters greatly. This is just something I threw together for now, right? So pretty obvious, right? The two cells together. Again, the cells I would really like to work on a little bit before these stages drop, because if we have level 10 Big Bad Bosses for the cells together, they become really good. Now, this guy, I think, is close. Yeah, I've actually worked on him quite a bit. So he's actually pretty close. So I'll probably try and run like a team that has this guy on it in the world tournament, just to make sure. I want this guy at full level 10. Because again, he could be pretty solid here in conjunction. The two cells next to each other with the link level update, it's going to be huge. So that's definitely something I want to rock. Supremo Pie of Time, of course, very good. Now, Trunks and Mai are so much better against future category enemies, right? That's the big thing with them. Like, they potentially could have, what is it, the 50% chance to dodge or whatever? Yeah. So, like, if we're fighting future category enemies, of course I'm going to run them. They're just a better unit to run overall than the Int Goku Black, who is honestly pretty mid. And he's aging terribly at this point. I mean, I guess, honestly, running this Mai over Int Goku Black is probably not a bad idea, because she's a nice support, high chance of stunning for 2 turns, high chance of stunning for 1 turn. Like, I know that might seem, like, insane, but I think running Mai as your leader over Int Goku Black is probably a good idea, actually. Like, again, I know that seems just ludicrous, but I don't know that he's going to be good enough to run. Although he is a Big Bad Bosses unit, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Okay, I mean that, and he's got Cold okay, well, if he's got Cold Judgment and Big Bad Bosses, that's 50% defense right there. So, maybe. What about the rest? Okay, Nightmare. Prepare for battle. That's 55. So he's getting 55% defense from Lynx. If you had like AGL Rose next to him, but AGL Rose doesn't have Cold Judgment. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Now the other thing too, again, I expect Time Travelers to probably be the most difficult stage, or one of the most difficult stages, because you have so much, right? You have so many options. If you're fighting Realm of Gods enemies, this guy becomes a unit you probably want to rock, because of course he's so good against Realm of Gods. If you're fighting Wicked Bloodline, you know who to bring, your boy, because you're fighting Wicked Bloodline enemies, Bardock is invincible. So, eventually they're going to give us a stage where we could take advantage of that, right? Like, we pretty much haven't had that yet. Bojack would be really good if he had his partner, right? Again, the Bojack links, can I pull up? Yeah, let me pull up Bojack, because now that the Dokkan Wiki has updated all this, it's super easy to look at. Like take a look at this. Take a look at this bullshit right here. Okay, so Heraclan. Yeah, okay. 2 key, 5% attack, and 5% crit. Galactic Warriors is one of the best links in the game. 1 key, 20% attack and defense. And he's got Big Bad Bosses, 25% attack and defense. Thirst for Conquest, 15% attack and defense. Revival has one of the worst buffs out of anything, because basically all Revival gets is 5% attack and defense and 5% HP regen under 50% HP. Kind of sucks. Shattering Limit gets 2 key and 5% attack and defense, and Legendary Power, of course, is 15% attack. So, like, when we get that partner for Bojack, he's going to be a dominant animal. No doubt about that, but, we're probably a little bit ways off. And there's so many options. Cumber, like, if you're fighting super class enemies, Cumber can stun. Like, there's so, like, again, you just have so many options. Trunks and Mai are, like, a must. Actually, like, I gotta get them on there. Yeah, I can't even, yeah, they have got to go on here. I'm gonna get rid of, him, and we're gonna get Trunks and Mai, because their third turn Mafuba, it's just, and you got, like, Xeno Goku, like, I don't know. We'll see, right? I expect this stage to be a nightmare, though, like Realm of Gods used to be, because there's too many options. Like, we have too many options, so they're gonna make it brutal, right? All right, next we have Universe 6. Universe 6, again, is another one of these teams where, depending upon the type of enemies we're fighting, that dramatically is going to change our team building, right? If we're fighting pure Saiyans or Universal Survival Saga enemies, this becomes a joke, because then this Caulifla, this Kale, and LR Kale and Caulifla, they just get way too overpowered. So I don't know, right? Now, even if we're not fighting Universal Survival Saga as well as pure Saiyans, I think a lot of these units are just so obscenely OP. I don't really think this is going to be too tough. Like this Kale right here. Yeah. Guard activated just by having Caulifla in the same turn. So you must run Kale. You have to run Kale. She is, again, a must run. That's too strong. And then if we're rocking that Kale with this Caulifla, dude, or this Caulifla still is gonna, because, okay, pretty much the whole team we're running, it's all the female Saiyans, right? So with that, this Caulifla is still going to have a ridiculous chance to dodge, because he's got the 8% chance to dodge per Universe 6 or Peppy Gal's category ally. That's like stacking. So like no matter what, she's going to have, like, almost 100% chance to dodge. So, like, this stage could be tough, but, like, the units are just so obscene that I don't, like, I don't know what they could do to actually make this difficult. Like, it's just, the Kale and Khalifa units are too strong defensively, basically, for this to really be that bad. We'll see, right? It's hard to say. Very hard to say. All right, so we can get rid of the Universe 6. Next, we have Movie Heroes. Now, Movie Heroes, again, is a team where we have a lot of options. And we have a lot of top-tier options as well. So, I mean, it's going to be hard to say. The only thing is that, like, I'm sure a lot of these guys aren't really going to be too cohesive together. Spirit Bomb Goku is going to make things easier. Obviously, the LR Physical Gogeta is still a really good offensive and defensive unit. You know, Goku on Arale is a unit that could seal. Even some of the Gogetas could potentially be useful. You know, if there's a movie boss enemy, or like a Frieza, Bardock and Gine could potentially be good as well. Like, there's a lot of options. You could do Gohan and Goten plus Kid Trunks. So Kid Trunks then has a 70% damage reduction alongside Gohan and Goten, one of the top 10 best units in the game. So there are many combos available. Then, of course, this guy, what is it? 77% damage reduction against movie boss enemies. So if movie bosses are who we're fighting here, which is very possible, that God Goku becomes, gotta use him, right? So, again, many of these stages, the type of enemies we're fighting is going to dramatically affect what units we're bringing, right? But, like, I mean, this one, I imagine just bringing your strongest monster hard hitters, Blue Gogeta, you know, LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. It's harder, much harder nowadays for him to get his 18-key super attack, but he is still good defensively. Like, his defense is solid enough, so you do want to keep that in mind, right? Okay, so next is Goku Family. Now, Goku Family, this is another one that's probably going to be obscenely difficult, just because the roster is so crazy. But here's the thing. It's at a point where, like, no matter how difficult they make it, it's not going to be hard if you have, like, all the units, right? Because, like, do I need to go over this guy right here? Do y'all want me to go over him? I don't need to. Like, you guys know. Like, because this is not Extreme Super Battle Road, right? This is Category Super Battle Road. So in Category Super Battle Road, what happens is there's going to be all these different types of enemies attacking, and then Gohan's just going to say, sorry, you're not actually doing damage. Sorry, bud. Nope. Oh, I'm busting out a 3 million attack set now. And I'm stacking. Yeah, it's not going to matter. And then, like, God Goku with his 50% chance to dodge. UI Goku with his 70% chance to dodge. LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku raising his defense by 100%. Like, again, you guys see where I'm going with this. Like, if you have the proper units, it's going to be a joke. And then there's even, like, you know, this guy is still going to be very solid. You know, we have Xeno Super Saiyan 3 Goku down here. You know, I'm looking at units that could be very good. This guy is a nice healing unit. This Gohan is a monster, an absolute animal if he's with a Goku unit on rotation. You know, so, like, you put this guy next to LRUI Goku, you put this guy next to God Goku or something like that. I don't know, just one of these units, doesn't matter. And this Gohan is going to be a defensive ace. If you have this guy Easy Aid, I mean, which is going to be not a lot of people right now, but if you do, I mean, this guy, healing, attack, defense, he does everything. He's insane. Even Prime Battle LR Goku, I think, is a pretty solid option. Okay, so I've done some link. Again, a lot of these characters I've done minor link levels up on. I've just sort of, like, spread out link levels across a lot of characters, as you guys could see. That was sort of my intention, right? But some of them, like this Gohan, I might try and finish up Gohan before these stages or something like that. Really work on a lot of these characters. Or like LRUI Goku, who I'm going to use in multiple stages, right? So, I mean, this is good. Global players, you guys, maybe working on some of these same characters, preparing for these Category Super Battle Road stages could be a very good idea. That's what I've been doing, right? All right, next let's look at Vegeta Family here. So, Vegeta Family, again, is going to be another thing where, depending upon what types of enemies we're fighting, does actually matter. I mean, for this Rage Trunks specifically, if we're fighting Realm of God's enemies, he is so dominant. Then, of course, there's also, like, where's Scouter Vegeta? This Scouter Vegeta, if we're fighting a Goku Family enemy, this guy gets so good. If we're fighting a Goku Family category enemy, this guy gets so good. So there's a number of units where it's just sort of like, depending upon what enemies we're facing, is going to matter a lot. I would expect they're probably going to give us the proper enemies for a lot of these teams. Like, I could see Time Travelers might have a stage against Wicked Bloodline. You know, I could see some of these stages where Time Travelers will be against future enemies. So that, like, Trunks and Mai will be good, and potentially it'll be Goku Black enemies, so that then the Int Trunks will be good. I think they probably will do that, because otherwise, like, what's the point of those units having those specialized abilities, right? It's just something I think they'll do. Obviously, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta we want to run. I don't think I've been leveling him up, actually. I haven't. Okay, so I want to get on that. But yeah, there's good characters. Obviously, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is going to be one of the most important. Making sure he gets his ki is going to be huge. Also, running units that link well with him is a very good idea, because LR Super Saiyan 4s got so much more powerful from the link update. Like, stuff like GT now gives ki and attack and defense. Like, look at that. Level 6 GT is now 2 ki and 6% attack and defense. Like, that's really good. So, things like that are going to be very, very important. Although, we're not going to probably have GT active for this stage. Because there's not like a GT Trunks who's like super dominant who you're going to want to run, right? There should be a better GT Trunks, but there's not, unfortunately. And, I mean, there's not really another good GT Vegeta either. It's just only the Super Saiyan 4 Vegetas are the only good ones. Because there is... Where is he? I mean, I guess there is... When he gets to the Unawakening, this guy could be interesting. Honestly, this guy's not bad, but I don't know that I would use him. And then, of course, there's this guy right here, who I'd never have done a Rainbow video on, but I should get to it, right? I don't know. Vegeta Family, it's just not... It's obviously not on the same level as Goku Family. Looking at the roster like this, I'm ready for a dominant, like, LR for Vegeta Family. They need it. I think so. Yeah, because Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta was the last LR? Holy shit. Yeah, they did. Jeez, yeah. Wow, Vegeta, what? We're coming up on 2 years since the last Vegeta LR. Oh, he's got to be getting one soon. Well, I mean, I guess there was the Goku and Vegeta one, right? But, like, still. You guys get what I'm saying. Like, Vegeta Family needs a buff for sure. Next is Youth. I'm not really, I don't know, too concerned about Youth, because this category is pretty weak, so I expect this stage to be weak as well. I'm not, like, expecting super high things out of this one. And this guy is, like, people don't know how good this guy, I'm telling y'all, people don't know how good he is. He is so stupid. Like, let's just pull him up. Now, obviously, turn 1, it's not going to be as good as he's going to be, but he's still solid because of this. His defense will always be good, right? You don't run him in slot 1, but he'll be fine. You go to Super Saiyan Gotenks, the game changes, because then he gets a 70% chance of stunning. He has his 50% defensive raise, which is huge. He's got a lot of other good stuff going on right here, right? Like, he can get way more defense, way more attack. He's got this other chance of a super attack right here with, so you could triple super attack with him, raising his defense by 50% 3 times. That is going to be monstrous. Then you combine that with some of these other really strong units in here. Obviously, AJ LR Gohan, we know how good he is. I think the Goku and Bulma unit will potentially be a very good option. B-Pan will be very good. Kid Gohan, running him alongside Gotenks, I think will be very smart. Kid Goku, of course, will be very good here with his ability to use that active skill, which is very strong for Super Battle Road stages. Unfortunately... Wait, no. You could run Goten and Kid Trunks together, and they'll have 70% damage reduction. Yeah, you could. That's going to be strong. That's a strong rotation. This Gotenks right here, when there's multiple enemies, he gives that 40% attack and defensive buff. That'll be big. Plus he has, I think... Let me actually double check. Is it a medium chance to stun, or is it high? I can't remember. I think it's medium. He has a medium chance to stun. Let me see. Yeah, medium, which is what, 30? Yeah, 30. Okay. I mean, that's fine, but could be better. But, like, again, there are options, right? And you could even just run the physical Gotenks as well. But I would say if you're fighting, like, if you have the chance to fight multiple enemies, I think this Gotenks will be a little bit better. But if it's only one enemy, obviously this Gotenks is better. I like how they did that, by the way. And that's pretty much it. I mean, Brawl will be useful. The only thing is there's not another Peppy Gal unit you could rock. I mean, well, I guess you could do Brapan. Because Brapan is on here, right? Is Brapan not on here? No, she's not. Why is Brapan not on Youth? So, Pan and Bra are on youth. But their fusion Bra Pan is not. No, okay, I'm blind. Okay, I was like, there's no way. Now, obviously, if she got an EZA, she'd be good here, but, I mean, she's unrunnable currently. I'm just looking for anything else that could potentially be good. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm not expecting too much out of this stage. Alright, so then the last two we have are Super Saiyan and Final Trump Card. Now, there's not enough team slots to have built teams for this ahead of time, so we're just gonna go ahead and build a team right now. Let's see. I'm not too enamored with Namek Goku, honestly. So we're going to go Spirit Bomb Goku as leader. Broly is like, you have to run Broly. Yeah, like, you have to run Broly, I think. Vegito, we want him for sure. Okay, again, if oh, dude. I would say there's a very high chance of Wicked Bloodline enemies against a Super Saiyan stage. Oh, yeah. I think so. Again, if we're fighting super class enemies, Cumber becomes a very, very good option to run. Kabe could be good if you're running Namek Goku. Remember that Kabe and Kid Gohan raise their attack and defense when they're supering. You could still do the Kid Trunks and Goten rotation, because they're both here on the Super Saiyan category. Bardock Seals. That makes him an option, no matter what. Sealing, of course, is very good. Goku and Gohan, their unit, lowering attack and stuff like that, they are, of course, are a solid option as well. I will put Gotenks on here. I don't know, like AGLR, Gohan, Gogeta, Vegito. There's a lot of options. You could do Gohan and Goten. Something like this is probably what I would go with. I mean, we'll see, right? A lot of it depends upon what we're going to see, but, Broly, you get to turn 4, Broly finishes them off. Spirit Bomb Goku, like, sealing and lowering attack and creating rainbow orbs and stuff like that. Vegito is just, like, if you can run Vegito in Super Battle Road, you do it. Period. Like, he's that good. And I think I've got a level 5 crit for Silver for Vegito, so that was pretty good from the last chain battle, so that'll help him out. I think I've been working on him a bit. Yeah, a little bit. Again, like, a lot of units that I thought I might use for Super Battle Road, I've been working on over the last couple days. Again, I've been taking things slow, just sort of grinding link levels more so than anything. Then the final thing we have is Final Trump Card. Now, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I expect this to be brutal, because Final Trump Card, it's not the biggest category in the game, but you've got some insane power on here. So keep that in mind. Again, any stage you could use this guy. If you're fighting extreme class enemies, he's actually a really good option in slot 1. Because remember, he does give that key to all allies in slot 1. He's raising his defense and stuff like that. So even for the Goku Family stage, the Super Saiyan stage, this guy is actually on quite a few of these teams, right? So you do want to keep that in mind. So I don't know. Vegito and Gogeta, probably going to be running them as floaters, but for the 50% chance to dodge, but they're still going to be good. Baby could be a good option here if you're fighting pure or hybrid Saiyans. Baby is very powerful. The only thing is, like, who are you going to run him with? Vegito Blue is, like, I feel like he's just, like, a must-run. Or you could use LR Vegito Blue, either of them. I don't think I've done too well. Yeah, I haven't done too much with LR Vegito Blue. I've been working on my physical Vegito Blue more so than anything. Because, again, he got some nice buffs from the Link level update as well. Super Vegito is a must-run. Man, run Super Vegito and Vegito Blue. Jeez, boy. That's going to be something else. I mean, you have Cooler. Gotenks, again, will be very good. I feel like AGL Zamasu is potentially an interesting option. But, I mean, he has Big Bad Bosses once he transforms on turn 3 into this guy. So, like, if you have Big Bad Bosses level 10 for this guy, sure. Like, that's good. Like, so you could run, like, him and Cooler as a rotation. Is Zamasu's not on Transformation Boost, though, is he? I don't think he is, because he's a Potara Fusion. No, he is. Yeah, he is on Transformation Boost. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, but that's... Okay, Cooler gives the support type buff against Transformation Boost when fighting one enemy. You're probably going to be fighting 2 enemies, right? So, Oh, boy, Piccolo, huh? God, Topo? Jeez. Yeah, I'm telling y'all right now, Final Trump Card is going to be hard as hell. Because, like, you got... Oh, and you have Trunks and... Dude, what? You have so many busted options. Holy shit. This is going to be really tough. I don't... Because, like, I feel like you have to run God Topo, right? You have to run Piccolo. There's, like Int Gotenks is so good for Super Battle Road. Like, there's Candy Vegito's good. There, you have 17 is solid. There's legitimately so many options for Trump Card. Like, really good defensive options. Piccolo is, like, a must. Like, with how powerful seeing enemy super attacks, like, how powerful that is. So, let me know what you guys think of some of these teams and stuff like that. Again, big, fat, robust categories with tons of amazing units are going to be hard as hell. Goku Family, Final Trump Card are not going to be easy. Super Saiyan, I would imagine. Whereas, like, Youth, you know, Vegeta Family, I'm not really expecting them to be too hard. Let me know what you guys think. You know, Spirit Bomb Goku is on a lot of these stages, so he's going to be one of the MVPs. You know, I think the Prime Battle, Super Saiyan Goku potentially could be very good. You know, we saw Vegito Blue is on a number of these stages as well. So, like, there's big-time, big-level units on a lot of these category stages. So, you know, again, global players, I would say to maybe, you know, grind up link levels for a lot of these characters, you know, sort of get them ready for these new stages. JP players over the next couple days, I would say, do the same. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.